Good morning, everybody. This is Tracy Napotnick from salontraining.com. We're excited to have you here this morning. We're talking to Jessica. Jessica, do you like Jessica or Jess? Just so I know.
My closest friends and husband call me Jess, so let's go with that.
Okay, so we're going to be talking with Jess today. She has a salon or not a salon, I'm sorry, a spa, correct?
Yes, yes.
And she talks about having events, and I love events because whenever I had my business too, events brought us in so much extra business. So I'm pretty really excited about all the things that she's doing and it's going to be talking about in some upcoming classes. If you don't know what salon training is and just joined our Facebook group or you're seeing this on a share, this will be live streamed here today, and then it also be on YouTube and a few other places if you're seeing that in a few months from now. So this is September 2022. We had just launched salontraining.com. It is a directory for the beauty industry, and we are going to have all kinds of trainers in there, and from anything from accounting to hair coloring to facials to events, everything. We're pretty excited about it. So let's jump in and talk to Jess today. Jess, where did we meet? I think it was in one of the groups. I think Tony's group, right?
Yeah, so we met in the mastermind group with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, and just connected because obviously like-minded individuals and in the industry, and that's where we first met.
I love Tony and Dean, and I think people that know me say that I talk about him too much. Like, I don't know why my husband's not jealous because I talk about Tony Robbins all the time. But my husband is a big Tony Robbins fan too. So anybody that gets you pumped up like him and gets you excited about life and different things, I think him and Dean do really well. So let me
Absolutely.
ask you, what made you, just since we're on that topic, what made you join Tony and Dean?
Well, actually, I've been following Tony for years, all the way back to, Get the Edge and Personal Power and everything. So he's one of the reasons why I built what I have is because he is that, internal cheerleader, even though he doesn't like to be called a motivator. But he just really gets you beyond that level of thinking, and just getting all the bad stuff out and only bringing in the good stuff and just skyrocketing you to that next level. So with me following him and reading his books and everything, I joined him with Project Next and learned because I wanted to start doing online education. And who better to learn it from than Tony and Dean? So that way I could, put my platform onto the mastermind platform.
Right. So I don't know about you, but I think sometimes whenever we're in this industry, the beauty industry, we think we have to follow coaches or, that's just in our circle. There are so many different things in out that's out there between, again, I'll keep using accounting and business and different things like that, because it doesn't have to be just learning a new makeup technique or, hair technique, which I think is wonderful. And you should all have mentors in the beauty industry, but also resourcing out and then finding people that are like-minded to connect with, to run ideas past and stuff. I think is really great. So how long ago did you start in the beauty industry?
So I opened my spa back in 2004. So it's been 18 years this month, actually. Our anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, our anniversary is in 1 week.
Okay. And what made you get into the beauty industry?
Believe it or not, I am not coming in as a service provider. I didn't. And I went to school for hospitality business and marketing at Michigan State University. Originally was going to be going into engineering, but I hated my classes and loved being out in the service industry. And I was managing restaurants and happened to lift a keg of beer during an order during a dinner rush. I was a manager at a steakhouse, and I was telling my team, go, 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 I'll take care of this. And I slipped a disc in my back and had to go to massage and physical therapy. And once I walked into that massage place, I was like, this is what I'm going to own. This is what I need to do. I changed my major, focused on hospitality, focused on marketing, and the rest is history. I opened up my spa, like I said, September 27th of '04, and built it with that business and marketing background.
Great. And so can you tell us a little bit about your particular business and how you have grown through the years?
Absolutely. So I started off with one location in a small town called Linden, Michigan, and I am self-proclaimed spa side. I did have a salon in my original location, but I am very much into the spa, the whole atmosphere, the packages, the relax, the escape type thing. We started off as a 1,200 square foot facility and pretty much have been through the gamut when it comes to all of the issues that you could, come up against, including a total loss fire, and had to rebuild. And so at the height of, I guess, we built it up to 2 locations, over 5,000 square feet each location, um, and each location doing over $1 million. And currently, well, actually, I should say, right after the pandemic, we did get an offer to purchase our original location. We had a couple that was really, really interested in it for a while and gave us a terrific offer in the middle of a pandemic and 6 weeks after we had our son. So I thought it was a great opportunity to take a step back and spend more time with both of my kids. And so we did sell the original location, but however, we do own the building, so that's kind of nice. We have a tenant. And then just what we didn't expect to happen, which is wonderful, our second location blew up. So we now do in 1 location what we were doing in 2, and we doubled our team. But it's much easier. It's very structured. It's very organized. And so now we're still working with 45 employees, doing over $2 million a year, and having a lot of fun doing it. Now that one is a spa only. It's not salon, but it's just doing tremendous. And I'm
45 employees, $2 million a year in a spa business. There is definitely so much money in the spa business. And you work with a lot with events. That's how you built a lot of your business, correct? Through events?
correct.
Okay.
That's where we just took it to another level. And it's really awesome because I literally am in the spa 3 days a month. I live here. I do this out of my office and I build these events and I have so much fun doing it. And it just, like I said, it brings it to a new experience. And every time we do an event, there's 40 to 50% of the attendees are new clients because it went viral and they heard about it and they thought it was really cool. And now they become regular guests of ours.
So what kind of events do you do, or different ones that you can talk to others that are watching to do in their spa or even salon? I mean, you can kind of cross promote, I'm sure.
Oh,
Someone.
yeah. You could do it it doesn't have to be a salon or spa. It can be a retail store. It could do the same thing. It's all in how you market it and how you put it together. But our 1 day events are going to be like your Galentine's Day, Cinco de Mayo. We do Whoville at Christmas. Our biggest event, which is our Super Bowl, is Return to Hogwarts. We are 3 weeks out from it right now. So I'm knee deep in Harry Potter. Um, but that has now turned into a 5 day event. And it is just absolutely outstanding. I can answer whatever you want to know about it, but hopefully not too
So like 5 day event, like let's start with like, what is your 5 day event? Like what kind of things do you do there?
Okay, so the vision behind it is I love the Wizarding world. And forgive me for those watching who are not Harry Potter fans because I'm talking some lingo that you're not going to understand, but just bear with me. So when I visioned what to do, it was if I went to Orlando to the Wizarding World and they had a spa there, what would it look like? So now this is only year 2. I literally have a production team that comes in and transforms the spa. We pay very, very close attention to the details that are in there. And there's so much detail that goes into it that makes it about the experience. It's all about the experience. The second part of it is the actual service. So they come in, we build Leaky Cauldron Bar, we do Honeyduke Sweet Shop. We bring in Sorting Hat cupcakes from a cupcake war-winning bakery. We have Ollivander's Wand Shop. We put up 250 floating candles. We take out the lights and put in fire lights. We have flying Dementors over the pedicure chairs. We have everybody in full costume. They have to enter through platform 9 3/4. We have flying keys when you get into the boutique. We take all the retail out of the boutique and put in Harry Potter retail. So it's a Harry Potter gift shop. We have Professor Snape's potion closet.
So can I back you up on that? What do you mean?
Absolutely.
Like, for the retail, you actually take out your products and what do you market then? What do you
We
sell?
put in Harry Potter products. So I have Harry Potter mugs, I have Harry Potter wallets, scarves, notepads, baby books, glassware, candles, bath bombs, anything that is Harry Potter themed goes in there. T-shirts and because honestly that's what they're looking for. Now we'll have our main like Farmhouse Fresh and a couple of things off to the side, but our main focus is Harry Potter retail and that's what goes. So yes, we do transform that part too.
Not to get off topic, but I remember quite a few years ago, I had some different things in our salon that was not just like a bottle of shampoo and stuff like it was something, we had necklaces and clothing and different things. And we had some people that would say to us, like, that doesn't even make sense to have in the salon. I said, yes, it does. That there's higher markup on that kind of stuff than there is on other stuff. And we used to sell so much of that. So I definitely love boutiques. I love the fact that you're saying that you're incorporating it into your events. What a great idea. That's really cool. So how do you market those? Like where do you take that and where do you get the people to come in for that?
So everything's predominantly social media. So we're all over social media with Facebook, Instagram. We now started TikTok videos. For instance, we do have, everybody that books a package with, Return to Hogwarts gets that letter, that acceptance letter. So we took TikTok videos of me literally building all the letters and hand stamping the Hogwarts seal and putting that out there. I did have a professional photographer last year come to the event, so we did like a slideshow so people could see what it feels and looks like. And then we do the ads manager. So ads manager on Facebook and Instagram. We'll do boosting, and we use our email club. And then I also do press releases. So anywhere that we can do a press release, letting people know, our chamber, local newspapers, things like that.
That's great. Okay. What other type of events do you do throughout the year?
At Christmas time is Whoville. So we bring in all the big, balloons and candy canes and all this kind of stuff, and everyone dresses like Cindy Lou or the Grinch or Martha May. And we literally have the Grinch there all day. And so we will do Cindy Lou's nail spa and, have all different themed, drinks, food, and services for Whoville. And then we flip it over to the beginning of the year. We did not do this last year. This is a new event that I'm looking at for January of 23. But we have to be very careful how we put this, but it's the Ice Princess, which is AKA Frozen. So I have like little frozen chairs and stuff like that for the little ones. So that'll be close to our Snowfest. I'm in a town where we do a lot of festivals, and Snowfest is one of them. So we will theme that up towards the end of January. And then we go right into Galentine's Day, which is right before Valentine's. We do a Cinco de Mayo, and then we usually bring it on down after that because we've done event after event after event. And the summertime is a really happening time in our town anyways. So we just kind of give the team a break, give myself a break, because Harry Potter then gets ramped up right in July because his birthday is at the end of July. So that's when the big hype comes around.
Okay. That's pretty neat. I bet you it's fun to work there too. It's not always the same thing every day. Great. Do you change like your prices during those events? Is there tickets to get in? Like, how does that work?
No, great question. A lot of people, we build packages. So keep in mind, one of the best tricks you can do is you build into this package price not only your service, and don't discount it. I mean, this is a big event, you're going to sell out. So you build in your service, you build in the cost of the production itself, and then you build in a gift bag, a themed gift bag. So you're automatically selling retail to every single person that comes in. So that is and then they get a drink ticket, they get a food ticket, whatever you may be putting in this package together. Then, so like for instance, my pedicure, a normal pedicure may be $69, but at the Harry Potter event, it's $129 because they're getting all of these extra things in there. So that's how we build the package price. We also add gratuity in there, so it's a one-time thing. Now, for our Return to Hogwarts, it's called Return to Hogwarts because I can't legally say Harry Potter Spa Day. But for our Return to Hogwarts Day, we actually pre-sell the ticket because there is so much involved in the production. We have not gotten a lot of kickback with that. We let the people know, we hire a production crew, we have to pay our actors, we have to pay, and we have to bring in, the food and the drink and all that kind of stuff for your ticket. So it is a non-refundable ticket. It is transferable. We don't care if you sell it, we'll give it away, but it is a non-refundable ticket. And we have yet to get pushback. The only thing that we've received is some people say, can I give you 50% now and 50% next week? We'll do that, but we pre-sell the tickets. The smaller events, what we'll do is we'll take a 50% deposit. Okay. So that way, if they happen to cancel last minute, they do give up the deposit. But because we can't fill those spots, we'll have a waiting list. But if they do it last minute, we can't fill those spots. So we at least get the 50% deposit.
What started you creating events like this? This is pretty interesting.
It was weird, but like it's a funny story. I really do enjoy Harry Potter. I don't claim to be the biggest Harry Potter fan, but I am a big one. And it was in June of last year, and I'm sitting at my laptop, just like I love to come up with new ideas. Marketing is my jam, and I'm sitting there. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, what if we did a Harry Potter event at the spa? So I put one post out there, and it was like I said, 11 o'clock at night, and I just put a picture of, Harry Potter and Hermione and Ron or whatever. And I said, all right, to all my Facebook friends out here on our serendipity our business page, I said, if I threw a Harry Potter spa day, would you guys come? Just hypothetically speaking. And it went viral. I'm talking over 70,000 engagements.
Oh my goodness.
It was insane. I'm like, and then I went to work a couple days later, and my managers are like, well, I guess we're throwing a Harry Potter. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we are. And just because of the buzz of it, we actually did a lottery where you could enter the lottery at a chance to get a ticket, to purchase a ticket. There was no discount, no nothing like that. It was put your name in the lottery and we're going to draw names. And if we draw your name, then you can buy a ticket to go to this one-day event. And because it was so successful, we're like, okay, we're going to do it again in 3 weeks. And we did.
What do they get at the one-day event? So obviously they get the gift bag and stuff, and they get like the fun part of it. But what kind of services actually do you guys perform there?
Okay, so it's strategically planned, and you can only do the packages that we offer. There's no substituting, nothing like that. And I take the nail area completely out. I don't offer any manicure services for multiple reasons. Number one, I want the space to build the bar and the Honeyduke Sweet Shop. Number two, it's the lowest item that we have on our brochure. So a manicure is far less than a pedicure. So they can get the Leaky Cauldron package, which is kind of like a hand and foot treatment and an express facial. So they have 2 people working on them at the same time. Those you can turn and burn like crazy, but they also feel like they were just a queen. And they literally put their feet like in cauldrons and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. We do Butterbeer pedicure package. And then we have the Mad Eye Moody Massage, which is we use Young Living oil as a combination of clove, cinnamon, and nutmeg. And we do an aromatherapy massage, 1-hour massage. And then we have Patronus package, which is the massage and the pedicure. And then we have Hagrid's Hut. So Hagrid's Hut is literally a hut that we build outside the spa. And it's, we put in, the fireplace and the cauldron and everything. And they're outside doing pedicures in this hut that looks like Hagrid's Hut.
That's so fun.
It was so cool.
Okay, so what advice would you have for someone if they're thinking about some type of theme? Like, just go for it. Like, what are the steps that they can plan?
Well, first off, it's got to be something that you personally are interested in. The more that you're in, and it's got to be popular. So if you're into Hello Kitty, but it's not very popular, don't do an event around it. But if you're into Whoville, or, I hate to even say it, like Star Wars is a big thing right now, or Friends is a big thing right now. So if you're into something to where you can pay attention to detail, and it's, pop culture, it's something that's popular, that's where you want to first start. And then the second thing is the attention to detail. The more detailed you can be, the more people are going to be like, wow, look at the effort they put into that. And the attention to detail doesn't mean you have to put in a ton of work. I'm a big advocate of, not how, but who. So, I bring in production teams, and, in our state, we have a lot of high schoolers that have to have a certain amount of community hours in order to graduate. So they come in and volunteer and help me set up this production. So there's ways to leverage your ideas and your thoughts and get help. And, we have, so that's kind of my tips and tricks. Get something popular, something that you like, and something that you can have attention to detail with.
Okay, great. And whenever you do like these particular themes, like you mentioned Star Wars or something like that, what liability, what do they have to work with, like as far as not branding that name, getting in trouble with that? What kind of laws are there?
So you basically you can reference the movies, but you have to find out what's trademarked. Like Harry Potter is trademarked. I can't use that in the name, but Return to Hogwarts isn't, because we just came up with that phrase. So as long as you can Google all this stuff. If you want to talk to your attorney, you can do that too. But as long as you don't advertise that trademarked name, you're fine. And because people do Harry Potter events all over the place, and some of the names you're kind of like, ooh, careful with that one. But because we're getting bigger and bigger, we actually created the phrase "Return to Hogwarts."
That's so cool. Great. Okay, and let's talk about your coaching. So you're going to be doing one-on-one coaching with different people, and also different classes coming up for events to help people with this if they want started with it, correct?
Yes, so the first course that I'm launching is, how to create a 1 day 5 figure event and then scale it. So that will go step by step, and that's a course that can be purchased right online, and you can go at your own speed as to how to set up a successful event. Um, in that course, it's really awesome because I give you my resources. I'm gonna share with you what worked for me because why reinvent the wheel? So I'm gonna tell you who my best printing companies are, where my best graphics come from, and all the little lessons that I learned along the way. I'm going to give you those lessons so you don't have to, go through those pain points, and you can get right to the final result. So that's the course that I'm going to launch online, and from there, that's where one-on-one coaching can happen. I'm looking at only a couple clients at a time, because I'm very much into mindset and work-life balance. So, being a mom and I have a husband, and I have a business, and but the one-on-one coaching I do absolutely love because I love sharing what we've learned over the course of 18 years. And then my I don't want to say my biggest thing because my course is going to be launched, but we're going to do a monthly membership program where we hop on Facebook together, or I'm sorry, we hop on a Zoom call together, and we have our own Facebook group. And every month we talk about the tips and tricks that's going to be best for the upcoming month. So that way you get the biggest bang for your buck. So those are kind of the three things that I'm going to be launching here soon.
That's great. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on today and talking to our audience. And we look forward to seeing your classes on salontraining.com and some other things that we'll talk about. Hopefully, having you come out to Western Pennsylvania for a hair show. We'll discuss that later. So I'm talking to so many different you have such a great niche to help people in this industry. So I appreciate everything that you're doing.
Oh, I'm grateful for you, and I'm glad we got to meet. And it's really cool what you do for people like myself, and bringing us all together so we can help the community as a whole. It's awesome. It's really awesome.
Well, thank you so much. And if you're listening, like I said, this will grow as well. We're just starting out with salontraining.com as well for the platform. And we want to have different trainers on here because if I would have found you 5 years ago, we would have done things a little bit different, because we like doing events too. But, sometimes if you haven't done it and you're like, you need to hear from people like you. How do you do it better? What mistakes have you made that we're not going to make this time? Hiring the production team, those are all really great things that, any of us could have learned to do our steps better. So that's what salontraining.com is bringing in people that can help the industry. So if you see this, please share it with your friends, invite people to our group because we'll continue to grow. So thank you so much, and we will talk to you later.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you.